Looking for a podcast that discusses technology in a fun and innovative way? Well, if you answered yes, then you've come to the right place. Because here on Visioncast with JC and Friends, we do just that. We feature special interviews, give you the latest tech updates, and so much more. And there's no time like the present, because it's now time for your weekly dose of technology. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. Only on Visioncast with JC and Friends.
Happy anniversary! We made it! Yay! Welcome everybody to the first ever anniversary of our podcast, Visioncast with JC and Friends. Thank you to all of the subscribers, listeners, and those far and wide for listening, interacting, and participating every single week. Man, oh man, this is going to be one excellent party we have for you today, so stick around. You do not want to miss it. But before we get into the festivities and surprises that await you, I would like to introduce the original crew, the partners in crime that made this podcast what it is today. First off, I'm going to start off with the ladies. You know her as the one, the only, Angela, aka Angela 3011. What's going on?
Not much. Happy anniversary. Can't believe it's been a whole year.
I know, right? That's wow. And we have Haley.
Hello, everyone. Not much going on here. Happy anniversary, and yeah, it's definitely been a year that flew by.
And we have the co-host of Showcase Heaven with Angela 3011, and that will be this Saturday from 9 to 11 Eastern Time in Cincinnati. And yes, she will not be in Phoenix, just so you know. But anyway, it is...
No pun intended.
Yes, and it would be a great pleasure and pride to introduce you to George. Hey,
Hello,
George.
everyone. Happy anniversary, JCP and Angela and everyone. Happy anniversary, everyone there. It's a big show, a lot of history, a lot of fun, so let's have fun.
All right, yes, I agree there. And we have our editor for the main episode, the one who puts all the sounds and magic together, Denny, aka H Streets, is in the house.
Happy anniversary to Visioncast with JC and Friends.
Hey,
what's going on?
Nice. That was good.
AKA 8 Streets. You can find my music on all major music streaming platforms. Yeah, just look up H-Streets. This is exciting. And for social platforms, including TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, just look up at H-Streets Music on TikTok. And for YouTube, just look up H-Streets, just like you did with my music. And so, happy anniversary, you guys. We made it. 1 year. This is exciting.
Yep, and we have EJ the Phoenix.
Hey everybody, it's great to be back here. Happy anniversary to you guys. I have been so honored to be a part of this, being interviewed and sharing my discography with you guys, which you can find on the same music streaming services as H Streets. You can search for EJ the Phoenix and you'll find my albums like Bitterness and Flames, Hope Standard, Hope Deluxe, Artificial World, and of course the newest one, Heart of Gold.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
And of course, we have the man who does an excellent job bringing the news to you on Facebook and wherever you can find us, Preston.
Well, you know what? Since H Streets did that, I'm gonna do this. Happy anniversary, baby! Glad to know you're mine. Oh, man. Oh, I can't believe it.
Nice,
Anyway.
nice.
Anyway,
Okay.
folks, happy anniversary to one and all, and especially all of us, because 1 year when we were sitting around during a crazy pandemic, and when I got reconnected with JC, I know how much he enjoyed getting out in the community and especially getting our voices heard. And I'm so glad this podcast has done it to its full potential. And, you know, I'm so glad that we're not going to be canceled anytime soon, because we definitely
No.
have a lot more coming, as Denny says in the montage and as we show you here today. So, yeah, let's go
Yep,
ahead
we
and
are.
pass around food and drink, and let's kick back. And I don't know, I just feel so blessed to be a part of such a journey that's not
Same.
going to end.
Yes,
So,
we're
there you go.
we're gonna give a brief history and a special surprise for all of you guys. And H3 has been working on this since yesterday, and you're definitely you. Let's try it again. You definitely want to stick around for that. Also, we have someone new now.
He's been
you've
working
heard
on it the
him-
last few days, actually. Not
Yeah,
just
yeah,
yet.
last few days. Yeah.
Been-
But anyway,
well, as Preston said before, a few episodes ago, working tirelessly, believe it or not, and Denise could actually testify to
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But anyways, we have someone new. Now, you've heard him from ACB Community. He has his own podcast called The Sunday Edition, and he is great at doing what he does.
That sounds
He
like a newspaper
sometimes
story. Okay.
yeah, but he sometimes streams for the ACB Media Network whenever he has time on the streaming schedule, because, schedules, availability may vary, but he is the man. He does karaoke, and he is awesome at it, and he came to check us out, so, Anthony Corona is with us! Hey!
Happy anniversary as you celebrate one good year. Thank you and welcome.
I love it.
That was a good one.
The energy is so high already in here. I can't stand it. Actually, I can, because I work with you guys. So, and we don't get paid. So that's the
Yeah,
cool
we
thing
don't
about
get
it.
paid. So Anthony, would you like give I know you're here checking us out, but could you give like a brief introduction briefly about yourself a little bit, and tell the people where they can find you if they want to check out your stuff briefly?
Sure. So, I am Anthony Corona, originally from Staten Island, New York. I currently live in Miami. I'm a writer by trade and a podcaster / entertainer by dream and sometimes by trade. You can find me on Sunday Edition every Sunday at 1 p.m. You can find me on Pride Connection, which is our LGBTQ plus podcast, and it's every Tuesday at 10 p.m. I also every 2 weeks host a soap opera podcast called Take Two Radio Soaps. You can find that on any major podcast catchers. And if you search my name, you'll find some of my writing. So thank you for that. And I'm really glad to help celebrate with you guys. I've caught a couple of the podcasts and you guys have a lot of fun.
Oh, thank
we
you.
do.
We have
We're
fun
definitely
doing
sure
it.
about that.
Sure.
That's for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to
For
check
sure.
us out, and it's like I said, we have been saying this for the past year. It's been a crazy ride for all of us, and listeners at large are going to appreciate what we have in store. So, I would like to kick this off by giving a few honorable. Well, actually, first off, I want to start off by starting this podcast by doing something very special. Brief history, and we're not going to go long-winded here because we got a very special surprise coming for you guys, and I know you guys want to hear this, and I know Angela heard it, and I have not heard it yet.
Haley and I both have
never-
heard it.
I haven't either.
I listened
haven't
to
either.
it.
I was saying to
And,
you
and
here
Well, I
if
didn't hear
people
it
are
yet.
wondering, in the feeds, it's actually labeled as a bonus because it deserves a bonus.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Haley and I heard it, and Philip heard it as well. My friend Philip.
I heard it
I
too.
didn't because I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
I
That works
obviously
too.
worked on it, so I heard it as well. But I actually have both the Showcase Heaven episode from this Saturday, this past Saturday, and also the montage set to premiere tonight, and as of the time of this recording. So
Oh, nice.
So
yeah,
you guys can get a double dose of it. So if you guys miss this on the replay, you can always catch it anytime because it's an honorable moment that will be captured forever. And I'm telling you guys.
Exactly.
So a brief
Yes, indeed.
synopsis. Yes. So a brief overview of when we started. Last year in June 20. What date was it again?
21.
Well,
21. Huh? What?
well, actually, um, so I'll give you a quick backstory.
I think your first episode was the 26th, right?
Yeah.
Of 2021
That's correct.
last year.
Yeah, the 26 it was. Yeah, it was the
26,
first episode.
and,
Yeah.
and I'd actually recorded like the trailer for it, I think 2 days prior. But then, what Anchor wanted me to do, it wanted me to do like a audio/video, I guess, transportation. So I did this on my phone. So I think the trailer got up. I think it got posted the
Yeah.
25th, so the day before.
Yeah.
First, it was a trailer, and then the first episode was actually the return of Visioncast, which should have actually been named the launch of Visioncast. So,
Or
yeah,
Visioncast
Yeah,
relaunch.
Vision, yeah. But whatever the case is, it happens, and we wanted to pick a more viral name and approach for this. But anyhow,
I think the
uh,
word he's looking for is valuable.
valuable. Thank you. Sometimes get tongue tied. Anyway, so that podcast launched with just the two of us, and we started with just two guys and a microphone. But then, as the podcast moved forward, we added more people onto the team, and some others have come and gone, but we have strived to make the biggest effort to add permanent members, and therefore Angela, who is a great friend of ours and a great meeting coordinator who does a great job in scheduling it on
And
her
host and
account.
producer.
Yes, all of that, all 9 yards. She is kicking some good butt, and I'm telling you now, she kicks good butt when it comes to doing all the great content that we, strive to deliver for the podcast. And yes, it can get a little weird sometimes because, during our ups and downs, we usually get good crap out of it because sometimes I make mistakes. I mean, let's face it, people, we all make mistakes throughout the podcast
Facts.
because it's not just
nobody's perfect
exactly.
I-
Yeah.
No pun
nobody-
intended.
I am.
You are not.
George,
That's a bunch of crap
George,
right there.
That's an understatement.
That's a bucket of chum.
Yeah, indeed. Totally understatement. The only
Angel.
perfect person here is Angela because she knows how to make the sexy intros and outros and all.
Oh, Preston,
Lord,
how
I'm
sweet you are.
He said sexy intros. Let's make sure to put emphasis on that.
Well, let me get Eddie up to date because I don't think you heard, did you, Eddie?
Well, I kind of been just on vacation on Puerto Rico for 10 days, so I kind of been out of the loop for 10
Well-
days straight.
Well, Eddie, Preston and I are officially dating.
Awesome sauce.
So, yeah, it's kind of funny because you'll hear in the montage the blooper that I made, and that started out as a joke, and, well, we're not joking anymore, so, yeah.
Here they are
It's
today.
literally a joke, but no, it's not. So,
That's
anyways,
awesome.
as we grew and grew, we had like two guys, and then EJ the Phoenix came along, and that was three, and then Denny came along, aka H Streets, and the list goes on and on and on. And we built up, and we had several other, not to mention appearances and interviews from some of the biggest names of technology, the biggest names in access technology. And this year's ACB convention motto is here, there, and everywhere. That's the same thing that applies
nice.
to us because we're not only here, but we are everywhere you can find us. And that's why when I send the links out to have people check out the content, even though they have not heard us before, they will get a dose out of it and they'll think, oh, okay, this looks informative, this looks interesting. And when we did the initial, the relaunch of Visioncast with JC and friends, when we relaunched it, we had a lot of good feedback from a lot of people, especially those that I've kept in contact with. And we also, like I said, had a bunch of interviews with several technology vendors, and you'll hear several clips. Unfortunately, you won't hear all of them because the episode, and I have to give an honorable, humble mention to a good friend of ours, Cindy Hollis, aka Cindy Sunshine. Her schedule has been filled to the max, and that's because she's getting ready at the time of this recording to go to Omaha for the 2022 ACB convention, virtual
Nice.
and in person. And unfortunately, her interview couldn't be added because unfortunately it got taken down. But we do want to say big shout out to you, Cindy. We love you and appreciate you for what you do for the ACB community and for everyone else here. And hopefully we will have you on the podcast in the near future if your schedule's not too busy, and we'll do a better recording, because I remember when we recorded the interview, Preston, you were there.
Yep.
And when we recorded the interview, my microphone volume was dang low, and I forgot to turn up
Yeah,
my mic volume.
indeed. It was kind of difficult to listen right back at it. So, I mean, at the same time, I'm actually glad I, took your suggestion and deleted it. But hey, at least
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
getting
but
good
yeah, but
content
like
from
I said,
them.
yeah,
That's
we
why
will
there's
get.
karaoke and the whole 9 yards.
Yep,
So.
we will get. Yep, we will get a better version of the interview as soon as possible. We don't know when, because right now her schedule is full. But hopefully, once convention dives down and she is busy, or she is less busy rather, then we'll see if we can work something out. But for now, it is. So go ahead, Danny.
So Cindy, if you're hearing this, hopefully your next appearance on here will make up for that deleted episode.
That definitely. And also, we had some great technology vendors. Apart from that, we had several technology vendors. You will hear from them as well. One interview that I really enjoyed, and he was such a blast to have. We had two people. We had JJ Madoff from AT Guys, was the best interview we've ever done, and also Peter Tusick from Humanware.
Quite a few.
We had a couple. Peter Tusick from Humanware. Thank you, Peter, for taking the time out to talk about the new Braille displays that just got launched, and hopefully there'll be more updates to come as we get closer to technology conferences and conventions. And of course, we had Ron Miller and Nairi Akbara, who, by the way, shout out goes to you, Nairi, and we had you on the first episode. And also, we had everybody. We had mostly everybody, but I mean,
Oh,
we had
and guess what, guys? As also another honorable mention, earlier in the podcast, we actually interviewed JC's niece, or
it was my cousin. It was actually my cousin.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, your
That was
cousin.
before I upgraded to the MacBook. And as far as equipment goes, I was switching equipments throughout the podcast, trying to figure out what works. So you're gonna hear different attempts at this throughout the montage as well, because we tried Backpack Studio. It was working for most of the time, but we figured after we spoken with the entire team and agreed that Zoom would be much better, because of it being cross-platform, and a lot of people could get to the links faster. So. And Philip just joined. Welcome to the party, Philip.
Hey, Philip.
Yes,
hello.
Well, we are.
He's multitasking over there. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Well, it's almost 12:20, which means it's almost time to play the montage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so
you mean? Yeah, it's supposed to be tech updates at 12.
well, actually, we're skipping that.
Remember, I told you we're skipping it this week.
Oh yeah,
we're
montage.
Yeah, we're skipping the updates.
We're playing the montage in its place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't got a chance to listen to the montage earlier, it was
as he cuts out.
Yeah.
His internet.
I'm gonna say freaking awesome.
There we go. He keeps joining. Anyways, he meant to say it was freaking awesome. He loved it.
It was freaking awesome. It was indeed.
Yeah.
Well, those of you that have not heard it, will get to hear it shortly.
Yes.
And speaking of surprises,
and also first thing this morning, it did get uploaded. So if you want to play it again, feel free. Now, love, we're gonna say I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just getting so intense about this.
Yeah. No, that's okay. And speaking of surprises, Showcase Heaven, we're going to be taking a trip down memory lane on Showcase Heaven as well, because I'm not going to say which ones, and I'm not going to say when or where, but for some of the songs that I'm going to be playing, it's all going to be clips you guys have heard before.
Oh,
okay.
And in the montage, I actually do touch bases on it a bit, but yeah, that's only a bit of a teaser of what's yet to come.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. It's going to be a big one. I am excited to hear this, and for those that are listening to the replay, I'm going to say it again. We've worked hard on every episode, week in and week out, giving you the best content. And yes, we did have our ups and downs and all that, but we pulled through together as a team. And, you know, as the director and host of the main episode, I really got the people back on topic when, you know, H Streets, aka Denny, reminded us to get back on topic. I was the one saying, okay guys, Denny's right, let's get back on topic. And we all
exactly.
And especially on the team meetings, if you guys have not checked out the team meetings, we do this every Thursdays, and it's just to talk about what's next for the future episodes.
We don't record that for the
we don't record
podcast,
that.
but
Anyway.
it is 12:20, which means
Yep.
It's time.
Yes.
So this
I
is
hope you guys enjoy this. This is awesome.
This is when we normally do our 2020 tech updates, but since this is our anniversary, we're gonna play this montage. And Denny did a killer job. Haley and I heard it last night, and we loved it. So.
Oh yeah, and I listened to it this morning.
Yeah,
Yes.
me too. After we posted it, I took a listen at it, and oh man, it's just it's wonderful to see how far we came in just a year.
Definitely.
And I'm looking forward to
All
more.
right. So
I got to listen to the preview that you guys been working on, and I gotta say I'm super impressed on the job that you guys have been doing. So congrats.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
All right, everybody.
And now,
Speaking of Spotify,
and now
I
it's
was
time for everyone else.
subscribe to that channel.
Yep, subscribe.
Yeah.
And now it is time to play the montage. What, Denny? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. And now it's time for everyone else who hasn't heard the montage to officially hear it for themselves.
So kick back, relax, and enjoy.
Grab your snacks, and let's play it.
Yes. I second that.
Hey, tech freak lovers in the USA. We are so glad to be back on the podcasting network. And what do you mean by we? Well, allow me to do a short synopsis of what happened in 2017, I believe, or 2016. Preston might correct me on this. We did a show.
Our last episode was actually about, I think, January, February of that year, 2017.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you for that. We did a show called Tech Chat, and it was all about technology and about randomness. But unfortunately, it had to die down because there were some changes in staff, and there was also some very personal issues that we had to take care of and whatnot. But we're finally back under a revised name, a name that I have picked out of the bag, but kept on the back burner for so long, and it's finally here. And I'm so glad to be taking the helm of the hosting chair. And it is called
We started off as Visioncast with JC and Preston. But then we were able to expand our roster by adding new and valued members, including the editor for our main episode and this montage, Danny, aka H Streets.
Heck yeah.
So we're like 3 guys on the microphone. So
two more guys, and then we'll all go out for Five Guys burgers.
well, no,
I'm in.
come on,
I love
Danny.
me some Five
Man,
Guys burgers.
he's the jokester around here. He sometimes makes funny jokes.
The woman that wears many hats when it comes to the podcast. Angela, aka Angela 3011.
Doodles, Doodles spilled the milk.
Her boyfriend George, aka Doodles.
I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna host on the phone anymore.
Never.
I please sit there.
Yeah.
For that.
George, shut up.
Her girlfriend, Haley.
You know what, George? Shut your trap. Haley, help me.
First, I love you.
Haley, where did she go?
I was having audio problems over here. I
Oh.
just fixed it.
The amazing piano player, Denise.
Eddie, did
Oh,
we
yeah.
have to announce that in random stuffity
Oh, wow.
No, we don't have to.
Angela's friend, Phil.
That sounded really nice.
It's awesome.
Oh, you're clear as a bell. You're on your computer.
Yeah, I'm actually using my parents' computer, actually.
Oh, nice.
Well, believe it or not,
no.
the microphone is actually.
Sorry, Danny. Go ahead.
The microphone is much clearer.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And many, many more. Plus, hopefully more to come in the future. Over the past year, we have made so many valuable memories. Please join us as we go for a stroll down memory lane. Anyway, enough flapping my gums. Welcome to the first anniversary of Visioncast with JC and friends.
What's going on, guys? Denny, aka H Streets here, and welcome to the first year anniversary for Visioncast with JC and friends. Before we get to the nitty-gritty of this thing, here's a little something special from Angela and Preston. And speaking of which, congratulations, you two.
They're super charming and rewarding. You've been through hell and back.
Aw, you're
And
sweet.
you all deserve better.
Oh.
I know this lady's been through way too much in her 34 years of living, and it's all good and bad, but it's definitely need a change of scenery, and it's always good to have somebody in your corner besides the multiple people you have. You know, we're not all full of drama and games. We want to get to the facts. So, my dearest Angela, would you like to be my girlfriend?
Yes. Oh, that is so sweet. I've never had somebody ask me quite like that before, but that is so sweet. Yes, I would love to be your girlfriend. Oh, that is so sweet. Wow, I'm almost in pieces. Oh, that is. Oh, I love thee.
I love you.
As you might have heard in the intro, over time we've definitely made a lot of cherishable memories and have made many, many great friends along the way. Whether if it's the people who we've interviewed or even people who have actually, helped with expanding the team. In the past, before this podcast was ever even formed, Preston planted a seed which sparked JC's inspiration to actually start this. That seed that Preston planted was his action to pretty much assist JC with getting back into podcasting, because I'm pretty sure that he actually missed it. Then, around June 22nd of 2021, Visioncast with JC and Preston was formed. Now, as I've been working on this montage, I've looked back on quite a few episodes. There's like over 100 now, and it's insane to say that right now. Whether if it's Showcase Heaven with Angela 3011, or even the main episode, heck, even bonus episodes. But as I've been listening to the earlier episodes, yeah, things did seem a little bit dull before Angela and George came. Of course, I'm being a little bit biased here, but I will try to add in some very cherishable moments from those early days, because without those humble beginnings, we wouldn't have had what we have today. A great show that keeps you up with the latest in technology in general, but also accessible technology, which is what we're actually aimed for. And also keeps you entertained, whether if it's with music or even just randomness. And believe it or not, guys, as long as we have a drive to actually deliver this content to you, I must speak on behalf of the team. We are not going anywhere. We are most definitely here to stay. But enough of me talking. You pretty much heard enough already. Starting now, I'll briefly take you through the history of Visioncast as we have actually grown. As stated before, we started off as Visioncast with JC and Preston. Now let's take a look at the two, before we actually expanded.
Doing it.
I'll get the boot up here.
Yeah, we're doing it a bit early as expected. And surprisingly, we're the two guys, sadly, because Denny, unfortunately, is busy, but it's all good. We're here. Me and Preston are here. So we're the two guys on the podcast team, and I'm the facilitator, and he is the host. So we're very excited about that. And if you hear voiceover clicks, apologize. It's
Jason,
Preston.
Huh? You actually keep talking. I need to take this call. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay. So while Preston is doing that, so I want to give you some updates on my end while Preston is doing that. So first off, as I told you before, I'm going to be facilitating my first ACB call, and the name of the call is going to be JC's Corner.
Before we continue, shout out to Susan, who occasionally joins either the meetings or even, whichever episode may be recording. You are always welcome back. Susan joined a few days after the podcast started, but then she stopped coming. And believe it or not, everybody on the team and also off the team actually has a life outside of the podcast.
Holy mackerel, that was phenomenally done. You explained it more than I could. I was just
Thank you so much
on that awesome experience that Mark, your son, I mean not your son, your what am I saying, your son?
My nephew.
Your nephew. Your nephew experience.
You should know who he is, JC. You met him
I do know. Yes,
4
I
years
do
ago.
know. Yes. And she had a little baby voice, but not anymore. She is now 6. My bad. He is now 6. Good grief. Oh my gosh.
Wow, JC. Way to
awkward.
switch genders on me there.
That was my slip of the tongue there. My bad on that one.
That was an official blooper, y'all, courtesy of JC.
Yes.
We always do bloopers every single time on every episode.
And don't you love them? Don't you gotta love bloopers?
Yeah,
you
we
gotta
do them
love the
all
bloopers.
the time.
But like I said before, Susan, you are definitely welcome back anytime. 1 or 2 episodes went by, and then next thing you know, I joined in and added my own unique spark of energy.
They usually get songs from experienced Christian artists. They get experiences from Oh, jeez. Listening to Christian, that's my bad, yo. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah,
No,
congratulations.
That was a fake one. Don't worry.
Oh my gosh, that was pretty a blooper there. Another one. That was like 2 bloopers in a row.
Blooper.
Good grief! Now there's like 2 bloopers in a row. My goodness! Now it's a compiler compilation or something.
Then a few months go by, and we've added 2 more members. One that is highly committed to the podcast and is pretty much here to stay. And one who stepped in briefly. And of course, the one that's here to stay is definitely Angela. The other member that I said that pretty much like came briefly was Ashley. As a bit of a heads up, you must keep in mind that this clip that I'm actually about to share and the time that Angela actually joined was when she actually went by the name of Stacy.
It is going to be a great segment. Stacy, you haven't heard this before in action, but you are going to hear it when it reaches the 20 mark. Then we'll get started on our 2020 tech updates.
You know it's not 2020 anymore, right?
Well, I know that, but we're still gonna use the name 2020 tech updates as 20 minutes past the hour. So that's why
Well, it's like Crazy Stacy 25, even though I'm almost 34.
All right, folks.
Right.
You know what time it is, don't you?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's time for. Yep, it's time for 2020 tech updates, and thank you, I almost called you Jenny.
Wow, you're horrible.
My bad.
First you live in
It almost came out of
and
my.
now it's Jenny. What the heck?
Wow.
Wow, you're horrible.
It almost. Let's try that again. Thank you, Denny, for that intro of 2020 tech updates.
Then, as time has gone by, we have happily gained team members and have sadly lost some due to either misunderstandings or even some fallout that actually happened between a few members. I'm not really going to get into specifics, but let's look on the bright side of this point in time. We've had occasional appearances by Nick and Clara.
That's very
Nice. Yeah,
I played it.
like that.
I played it last
I really
week.
loved that.
Yeah, you did
That-
good. Last
But
week.
I added things to it.
Now I really have to get my piano back from storage ASAP.
Yeah, I just got my GarageBand instruments
Oh,
down.
pretty.
I'm waiting to get paid so I can get Logic, because I really want Logic again. I had it. My friend bought it for me.
Really?
Really. But I got lucky. But no one.
Actually, I was thinking these all right.
What?
Just like almost 4 years ago, I was able to buy it for Clara.
Yes, he did
Oh,
buy
nice.
me Logic.
Yeah, my friend bought it for me.
Yes, my boyfriend, he bought me Logic. Nick here bought me Logic, and
Oh.
I'm very much
Nice.
looking forward to getting my keyboard fixed this month so that I can start making my music again, because I really do miss.
Plus, for a pretty decent period of time, Miles was in the roster. Now, moving back a bit, right after Angela joined, she brought along her boyfriend, George.
It's always good to have resources and never be without. That's what I learned over the past several years.
Exactly.
Speaking of cameras, I also voice use a camera too. So if you're voice,
Yeah, Voicey does use a camera. So I had to redo a couple of videos because somebody, their outfit wasn't very well, you know.
It was a great suit.
He was
He
wearing
was.
a suit, but it wasn't really a suit that you want to see.
You do. Well, you do. You do, dear.
No, I am innocent. I was always dressed.
Yeah, I can prove you wrong.
Together, they were able to take the podcast in a new direction. Angela officially came up with different segments for the podcast and planted a seed for what would soon become Showcase Heaven with Angela 3011. But that wasn't the name back then. It was Karaoke Heaven with Angela 3011. Then at some point later in time, Angela renamed it Showcase Heaven with Angela 3011.
Showcase Heaven with Angela 3011.
Finally found someone who I adore, and this I will promise her forevermore. This is for sure. She is the one, and she is pure. I found somebody better, and I'm so grateful that I met her. She always treats me like a princess.
Our Savior is born. Our Savior is born. His spirit dwells deep in my heart. Come, let us adore him. Jesus is born.
One and we are not done, but we can't go up without
falling in love.
Jesus is the same, and we don't play games, but we can't go up without
Falling in love.
We have to roll the dice to Jesus the Christ, but we can't go up without
Falling in love.
Jesus is doing well, and we're not going to hell, but we can't go.
And then things got a little bit more musical with the addition of our amazing piano player, Denise, who brings all of herself, along with her quirks and a whole bunch of other stuffage to the table. Why, Angela and George? Why did you have to corrupt her lingo? Oh no, it was just simple double. Oh no.
To say, I will catch you later. Oh my gosh, I can't even do it.
Later.
Oh.
Okay. I will catch you later. All right.
All right, I will
Nice.
catch you later.
Oh no!
So, see, this never stopped any stops.
It's been
I know.
70 years since I've last seen you.
No. All kidding aside, great to have you as always, and we'll definitely catch you later.
And now we fast forward on to 2022. And what do you know? New year, new member. Haley officially joined the team.
Anyways, okay, so I think
So
we're
many
done with
things there.
Zoom
But
stuff.
nothing good this week. I see, Haley. You say it's a disaster, but nothing about thee.
Oh well, yeah, my brain is kind of. Well,
You
let's
talk
just-
about the negative. At least I talked about both. Negative
Well,
and positive from this week.
And well, you gotta remember, I'm dealing with the migraine since like yesterday, so my brain is not exactly working
sucks.
today's sweetness.
You'll get there.
Yeah, doodles.
Anyway, we're gonna move on now to.
Now, going backwards again, for quite a while, Angela was the editor for the entire podcast. But then, I temporarily became the full-time podcast editor. But then we split the responsibility, especially since at the time, I started editing for our sister podcast, RCL, aka Radio Connection Live. Then as time went by, we've had trips, we've had different interviews, we've had quite a few laughs, a few tears, a few fallouts. And it was through those trying times that we have officially worked together and found different solutions for quite a few different issues and have officially begun to work as a slowly but surely extending family. Fast forward to today, and hey, recently we added Phil. Over the past year, we have made so many cherishable and valuable memories that we will hold near and dear to our hearts. And we couldn't have made it this far without you, the listeners, the participants, the team members, the people that we interview. We couldn't have made it this far without you. So on behalf of the entire team, thank you. And speaking of thanks, we would definitely like to thank those people that we've interviewed, including Roselle.
I've never been asked for an autograph at a show, but I have been tapped on the shoulder and asked for an autograph because I look like Amy Adams. I get told that all the time.
Paige. DJ the Phoenix.
So if you feel like you're on your own, know that there's a
Peter Tusick from Humanware.
This is the one, the only Peter Tusick from Humanware.
It's like I need some real sound effects. I wasn't sure about the big intro. I should have brought my own sound effects.
Ron Miller from Freedom Scientific.
An L Braille. Braille's in the name of the thing. If you say I don't read much Braille, probably that's not for you. You know, that's like saying I'm a vegan, but should I go to this hamburger stand? Well, you know, unless they've got non-meat products, probably not the place for you, right?
Eric Demery from Freedom Scientific.
And the support guy brought a cassette tape into my office and he said, Eric, you got to hear this. Some customer sent this back. And I said, no, just send it back to Earl. He'll fix it up. And he said, no, you got to hear this. So he played the tape, and of course, it had me cursing on it.
Oh,
and
no!
Liz Whitaker from Freedom Scientific.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the moment you've all been waiting for, the quiz.
With Liz. The
With
jobs
Liz.
quiz with Liz. You gotta make it rhyme.
It does. It does. That's some good announcing right there, guys.
I did it good.
That's great.
It was
That's
good,
awesome.
Denny. Good job.
It was.
JJ Meta from Blind Bargains.
If you're working for different people, you gotta respect the boundaries sometimes. But you know where you have opportunities and you can promote, and people can find all the cool stuff you're doing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta respect the boundaries, because it ain't going anywhere. If you don't respect them, they won't respect you back. So you gotta give them good respect and see. Hey, I just made up a new word, respect.
Kobe Garrison from the ACB community.
Lord, I seek your blessing. Give me peace within. Forgive me of my own sin. Show me the way again. In your name I pray. Amen.
Wow.
Barry Scheuer from Guidelights and Gadgets.
But the apple splitters are pieces of crap. They
Believe
make
it or
them
not.
as cheaply as possible and sell them as expensively as possible. And we started buying different.
Dan Clark from D-Surf.
Somewhere, and he came up and he said, Dan, he said, I just want to compliment you on your training. He said, anytime I have trouble going to sleep, I just grab one of those training tapes and I set it over there beside the bed and I listen to it, and it helps me just fall right asleep. And I'm like,
And Sandra Gayer from the ACB community. If I'm missing any, sorry. But anyway, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule in order to help such a small podcast with, making content in order to pretty much satisfy our listeners. And speaking from the perspective of an independent artist myself, I hope that each experience was able to give you the exposure that you actually needed, if you actually needed it. As for everyone else, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for listening, participating, contributing, and also supporting this podcast. This is Visioncast with JC and friends. And it's like I usually say, there's nowhere to go but forward from here. Thank you guys so much. And on my behalf, God bless.
Now, who's ready for funny moments and bloopers?
So, let's see. Any other shoutouts? I guess not. I don't have any.
I don't think so.
On to Preston, who always does a great job with making sure that we're set on target.
Yes. Preston, I love you.
Yeah, awesome.
I meant to say, Preston, we love you, and I said I love you. No, it's not like I'm...
That's going to be a blooper now. For them bloopers.
Well, I do have a slight crush on him. I guess I didn't expect to reveal that.
Oh.
Uh-oh. The cat came out of the bag.
I meant to say we love you, meaning we all love you, and then I said I love you. I'm like, oh, what did I just say?
My new audio interface, and like I might actually make the upgrade next week. Next year. Excuse my.
Good grief! You said next week. You already upgraded, dude.
Right.
Shout out to JC who called you a him earlier, by the way. So that's 2 one day.
Called me a him?
Yep. You're welcome. You had time to sit down.
I did correct it though. I did manage.
I cannot believe you did that. Okay, JC is now.
I managed to correct it, Angela. I did.
JC is now she is now Doodles and is now Mrs. Prickelson.
This Saturday will be Showcase Heaven with Angela 3011, so Angela will be here for that. And
bless you.
God bless you, Mom.
Bless you.
That came out of nowhere.
that was my mom.
Scare me a little bit.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
anyhow, goodness, that will be another blooper.
Even that in.
Okay. Anyway.
Showcase Heaven with Angela 3011.
Anyway, that. And Mom is laughing too because she heard that in the recording, so.
On behalf of the entire Visioncast team, we would like to thank you for listening and supporting this podcast. Happy anniversary, everyone. We couldn't have made it this far without you. God bless. And later.
They had to add the linguage from Denise in their own little twisty twist.
Yeah, I like that extra fade out though. That was dope.
That was so cool, man. No joke.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Everything was great.
By the way, you're not innocent. You're not innocent.
I am too innocent, and you can rot in hell.
No, you
not innocent.
I am innocent.
I'm not.
And
too.
That's too. It was a great show. It was a great show. It was not a bad show. It was great.
I am innocent.
Be told I am a wolf in disguise. I am anything but innocent, and I'm not ashamed to admit that.
But my name has Angel in it, Eddie.
So?
Yeah, it does. And remember, George, dating or not dating, you're still stuck with her for life. So.
Yeah, no.
Well, yeah, that's good.
I wake up every morning, I'm like, oh, she's still there. Yay.
Oh.
That was the best montage. I gotta hand
was great. Okay, so
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that
the
was
whole
killer.
time I was like
That was
awfully
great.
quiet,
That
like
was
just
nicely done. Oh man, wow!
Yeah, I like that
can't believe-
blooper sounder that you've added too. That was a good blooper, right?
Yep.
Some YouTube
Yeah, me
videos have
too.
that sounder. Not all of them,
Yeah.
though.
Because of me getting ready for my impending trip, I didn't have time to do a montage for Showcase Heaven. But
Rats.
we are going to be doing a walk down memory lane, like I said. I'm going to be playing a few performances that I have already played on this show before. Now, to Philip, they'll be new because he's never heard them before. But I'm going to play performances that sometime and somewhere on the show that I have played before. To walk down memory lane.
Do not play that. Do not play that.
Interesting.
I can play it right now. What do you think?
Do not play. No, do not play it. You're forbidden. I forbid you. You will know. I forbid you.
Don't worry, guys, because besides that little trip, my plans, the bar is still going for Saturday, and I'm gonna do Friends Low Places in honor of this team, this podcast, and my dearest, charming, and lovable girlfriend Angela. Hey, she's not devilish.
I am not devilish. I think we will
walking.
I think we will play Doodle Spilled the Milk on Showcase Heaven.
You wouldn't dare.
I think we will.
But we gotta come up with some lyrics for that song.
Doodle Spilled the Milk.
Actually, believe it or not, over the past few months, ever since that recording that I pretty much like started at the beginning, I was actually thinking of doing something beyond the acapella request. And doing just a bit of instrumentation, a bit of vocals and stuff like that, just pretty much like add a bit of flair to it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Denny.
If it was just acapella, then that's fine as well. But why settle for less when you can be the best? So yeah.
True, but I'd like to have that.
Hey, that's my line.
I would like to have an acapella clip of that too, though. But I should tell everybody the story of how it happened, because some people are like, "What the hell?"
Oh, good lord.
Okay, so actually, I'll take you back long before we ever met to 2004.
She's lying, but she's lying about it.
Oh God.
She's lying.
No, I'm gonna. There's a reason for this, so I'm gonna take you all the way back to 2004. Now, I went on a white water rafting trip. This was during the summer. And I had gotten back, and we were gonna get ready. I was gonna get ready to start back in, my junior year of high school. So, I had a dream that I was back at this camp, and my mom, she made a creamed green bean casserole, but this one was a little bit different. It was regular green beans, but you know how when you bite into them, it's water that comes out, like the moisture from the green beans.
Yeah, it's all mixed in and what have you.
And, there's liquid that comes out, but it's water. Well, in this case, it was milk instead of water. So, the original vocals of the song were, green beans filled inside with milk, da-na-na-na, green beans filled inside with milk. And that was the original song. Now, fast forward to 2020, when George spilled, as he claims, a little bit of milk. I beg to differ. I think he spilled the whole entire carton just to give him hell. So that the song was composed in my dream by these guys with the guitar, and then I originally composed it on the piano in the key of A minor. Green beans filled inside with milk. So then now I changed it. I changed it when George accidentally spilled the milk on the floor. It became Doodles, Doodles spilled the milk. Doodles, Doodles spilled the milk. So,
what was happening was I made tea and I went to put the milk in and it spilled the counter. So that's what happened.
And some
but
got
she
on the
blew
floor
out of
too.
proportion.
I blew it out of proportion and said he spilled the whole carton when he didn't. But yeah, it used to be green beans filled inside with milk. That was the original that was composed back in 2004. And now it's Doodles spilled the milk.
Well, milk is nothing. I had a bag of chips on the floor and it popped, and chips everywhere. That was a bigger mess than milk. That was actually bigger mess.
Doodles, spill the milk.
I'm just glad it wasn't like, I don't know, cheese or like long pieces of noodles or like popcorn. It could be worse.
Well, now that I'm...
The chips were worse. The chips were worse than because chips are everywhere.
Oh, yeah,
There's problems.
But now that Haley gave me her ex's keyboard, I might record the original green beans filled inside with milk, because I don't have a recording of the original.
No, yeah.
So I may record it and play it for you guys on Showcase Heaven, because it is a trip down memory lane, all the way back to 2004, long before I met any of you guys. But yeah, so
I think
it's
also,
a good glimpse.
Taking a trip down memory lane, the first time I met you was at Arts Games, and then the first time I worked with you on a show was with JC, and you actually got me a job. I think it was Creative Ideas.
The director, because JC was the facilitator, and you were, I think, the director, podcast director.
I was a class. When I came from class, you sponsored it from one.
Yeah.
So I've known JC over how many years now it's been?
You've known him. You met him in like 2015, so you would have known him 7 years at this point.
Yeah. Preston briefly I met with
and I've known JC almost 10.
In Preston I knew briefly. I think it was
we met briefly, but half the time I would catch up on his recordings and things on, Spreaker and other outlets, but we didn't really like bond until this excursion, which I like to call Visioncast with JC and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
George and Preston sitting in a tree. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my word! Wow. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, now that is something I would like to see.
I don't know. I don't want.
Just kidding. April Fools. Oh wait, it's not April anymore. Damn.
It's not April. Just for an FYI.
Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming, Buttercup.
No, besides, Preston is mine. George can't have him.
Okay, that's fair. That works.
And he can't have Haley either.
And remember, folks, when I do take my trip to Cincy, we all can't fit on the bed. So it's going to be me, Angela, and what have I done? We're supposed to have a party, not talk about plans.
No. We can't. Well, but then you could also come visit Phoenix one time. You could come visit Cincy, and we'll fit in the bed, I'm sure. We'll just have to make it happen.
We'll make it fit.
Hopefully, by the time I move to Cincy, because my bed should fit 3 people. Her bed is a bit smaller, so
or 5 or 10 or 20.
I wish I had a bed that big.
Hey, don't overdo it.
I know.
Hey, that'd be a good.
No, I used to fit 2 humans and a dog in that bed.
So maybe you could fit 3 humans. Well, I'll check it out tomorrow.
Measure it out. Measure, dear.
We'll measure.
I bet you will.
I'd love to measure. Measure.
Is that code?
Yes, it is. Because I'd love. Preston is the one I want to measure.
And then by next year, when I get my hopefully apartment or Section 8, I'll measure my dearest Angela. See how deep we'll do. Oh,
no! In the gutter.
Hey,
this is how we roll on the podcast. See, we try to get away with as much crap as possible.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we could say like ass, hell, and damn, but like we get away with as much crap on this show as possible. So like light perversion, just do it in a way that nobody will catch it really.
Yeah.
Right.
But
half the time, it's what people come back. I think people do enjoy our banter and humor because
our banter.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
indeed.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like Denny said, it was dull before George and I came into the picture.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Hey, I believe it. We were just starting out, so we had every right to expand.
Yeah,
and it's like I said, without those humble beginnings, we wouldn't be where we are today. So,
Exactly, yeah.
That is true. That is true.
JC and Preston did actually lay down the foundation for what this podcast would actually be, and then you and George actually expanded upon it, and so
And also, I
we
think
highly
too, thanks to networking and browsing all across the board, we've been trying to get more listeners and more, I guess, engagement. And I can tell you, well, I'll probably share our listener stats from Anchor later. But as far as we got on the Facebook, we have. Let me see if I can get to it in time. Oh, actually,
in the meantime,
we have like 300. I think 380, almost 400 likes. I can't
nice.
get to the right screen, but
in the meantime, on YouTube, we actually have, we still have 8 subscribers. We're still building up for more. But believe it or not, I when setting up the premiere for the montage, which will be tonight at the time of as of the time of this recording. I have officially made a playlist for montages, and so that sure, they're gonna happen not extremely often, but still, there's gonna be a place to pretty much look back on each memory. So, yeah.
Nice.
There we go. I love
Do you have the montage I did, George, for the for JC's Corner? I think I sent it to you.
I can look.
If you do, I'll send it to Denny, and then he can up that, because I don't think I have it anymore.
Do you guys call it?
If anything, I could screen capture it, and I do have a ton of storage on my iPad, so I could it would be in quality that's a bit more compressed though, but it'll still be uploaded onto YouTube, so no worries.
Oh look, I'll just see how.
Yeah, I forget what I called it. It was a montage, though. I know I called. Yeah, because I did a brief montage for JC's Corner.
Yeah, I can look from the podcast and see how it, because
I could try to find that and see. I don't think I have it anymore.
I'm sure anybody. I can assure you, it's definitely in our massive vault. So, people will be able to go find it and review it, and take it down as a reference.
Or I could, I have a program. I could convert the MP3 to just a regular video, even if it doesn't have a picture. And then Denny could just upload it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I find it, I'll put it out to you.
Yeah, if you do find it, yeah. And then he can add that to the montage playlist, because I made a brief one for JC's Corner.
I will say that montage.
That was a lot of fun.
It was actually freaking awesome. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, it was killer.
Susan's a cool person. She's always welcome on our podcasts.
Definitely.
She is very energetic and very cool. And, I do enjoy her here on the podcast.
Yeah, I've spoken to Susan briefly. She's been missing out. That's because she's in.
Please give her her best and send her love. She's awesome.
I will definitely. Next time I speak with her, I'll tell her that we have a montage that.
Yeah.
Clip is featured
I should tell Barry, be like, hey, you've been featured in our montage, Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are tuning in, this is a big party. We are celebrating 1 year since we've launched Visioncast with JC and friends. And let's actually hear from Anthony, because Anthony's been listening to our podcast and listened to all the great content. What did you think of the podcast, and are you willing to come back and, maybe join us for Showcase Heaven? I know that you're busy. Well, yeah, you're busy most of the time, but yeah, are you going to be able to come back and check us out more often?
I think he dropped the league. I think I'm not positive he's still there.
Yeah, I think he dropped.
He dropped.
Oh, you heard
probably get the notification.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, at least he got his plug.
Yeah. Well, he said he would leave early because he had a call. But anyhow. In that case, Anthony, we do want to say you're welcome to come on, and if you want to come on Showcase Heaven, it's every Saturday nights from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, and it's It's more fun than karaoke for sure. But we do a lot more than
We
that.
do a lot more than karaoke. Acting, poetry, stories, songs.
Extra spanks.
Where did that go?
Comedy. Definitely gotta include comedy.
Definitely comedy.
Comedy,
Definitely.
randomness.
Yeah, Kobe was right before. She was right before everybody else. It was very nice to have her on.
It was definitely.
Colby,
I keep touching page
Colby's
off
awesome.
She's very
Yeah,
cool
I mean,
I got a question to ask you guys. If you could have any celebrity in your podcast, who would you love to interview?
George Strait.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh! Wait, dead or alive?
Both.
Oh no! Jeez.
Let's see.
Ray Charles would be cool to have.
The Eagles.
The Beatles.
Let's see. Eagles, Beatles, Elvis, George Strait.
My take would be Backstreet Boys. Although they're
also a lot of things.
they're amazing. They've been around since 1995.
I think for me, maybe we'll do some Toby Keith or Stevie Wonder or Lady Gaga.
He's awesome.
Lady Gaga. Whoa.
Let's see. For me, Paul Simon, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I don't think Lady Gaga is she still doing music?
Okay.
Yeah, she's still doing music.
Yeah, she's very active. Yeah.
I've heard that she's doing more acting now, from what I heard
She
from
has a
someone on
new
YouTube.
single called "Hold My Hand." It's on the Top Gun soundtrack.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Wow.
Tony Bennett. That would be another person to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he retire?
Yeah, well, he has Alzheimer's now, unfortunately.
Oh no! Yikes!
He's had it for a little bit. I think. I was like, it's gotten further worse. But
And Toby Keith.
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
Toby Keith's got stomach cancer.
Yeah, I saw that. He's not going to be at the state fair this year, unfortunately.
I do hope he has recovery and that he's an awesome person and is great.
I wanted to go, but I'll be back from Virginia Beach that day. I'm not sure what time I'm going to be back in.
I'm not a big fan of Toby Keith, but I do hope he recovers.
I love the song. It's great. 5 o'clock somewhere with that's with
Alan Jackson.
That's Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett.
And
dude.
yeah. I made a mistake. He does a lot of good songs though. How I Like Me Now is a good song. It's for girlfriends or boyfriends or that's a good song for them.
I grew up on that track.
Believe it or not, one celebrity that would have been really really interesting to have on the podcast, and I've recently seen a movie that's disregarding him, and R.I.P. to this legend, but yeah, Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, that would have been dope.
Too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, Prince also I think would be a good review too.
Yeah, I heard Prince's interview on TRL on
I have a show
TRL.
with
you guys remember TRL? I don't know if you guys watched it.
I have.
Michael Jackson and Prince, U.
Yeah.
Oh yes, good.
I don't like them.
Prince, ew. Michael Jackson, yay.
Yeah.
Prince probably nowadays they're dead now. Oh yeah, I saw Michael Jackson in concerts.
Yeah, no, it's ew for both of them. Ew, gross.
Well, it's ew for you.
I realize she's done with her TV show, but maybe we get Ellen DeGeneres on the show.
I think was she look out? I think she look out.
I don't know.
I think she was.
Yeah, basically, from what I've been reading, after 19 seasons, the show is done. The last episode was I think.
I heard
last month.
I heard she's very hard to get along with. I heard. I'm not sure if that's true enough, but I heard that she's not very.
Yeah, I would.
That would be a rumor because she's married. So who would marry her if she's not easy to get along with?
I would interview Josh Groban. Oh my gosh,
Ooh, Josh Groban, I love.
Oh yeah, Josh Groban. Yeah, I like his voice.
Yeah, I like Josh Groban.
I'm on set. People
I might do one of his songs for a future Showcase Heaven. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about recording one of the cover songs, a cover of one of his songs.
You're gonna do You Raise Me Up?
No,
That'd be
no. That although it's a good song, but it's I'm gonna do To Where You Are. I've been.
I did a cover of that with Danny and Denise and my sister. We did that song together. That was a really fun song to do.
Is that still there or is it not there anymore?
What, the cover? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on my YouTube channel.
Oh, nice. Next time you're in Showcase 7,
That
you
a
have
while
to play
ago.
it. You have to play for us on Showcase 7. That would be dope.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool.
Are you gonna be available this Saturday, Eddie?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my damnness to be there.
Nice.
It's from 9 to 11 Eastern, and for once, I'll be on Eastern time zone. Yes, folks.
No forbidden.
Awesome.
Folks, I am gonna. The announcement
I
is,
heard that.
shut up, Haley. And you shut up too, George.
I agree. I agree.
That's the announcement.
The announcement is, shut up, Haley. Yep, that's exactly.
Forbidden.
No, the announcement is, I'm going to Cincy tomorrow with Haley. And we have to go to bed early because our flight takes off at 5:40 a.m.
Oh, no.
Creepers.
Jeez, man.
You get used to it when you're flying from one end of the country to the other. I've done it so many times, it's like, okay, whatever.
Well, yesterday I ate too much, so I'm like, okay, I need to lie down. So I gotta pack my suitcase today. I don't get to slack off today. I have to pack it.
Okay. Works. I'll be 7 o'clock for rest. Good morning, wake you up.
You really don't have to, you know. Are you sure you want to do this?
Positive. Plus, I can go to bed till damn near 8 in the morning this morning, so it's probably.
Well, I know
Super
you're
fun.
trying to help George, but she knows how to check the time and flight itinerary.
I'll
So
probably get that
you're
way.
Yeah,
doing
yeah, but no, he does this for me. He'll wake me up
yeah,
and
I know.
stuff. Unlike you, Preston, are you gonna set your alarm for 6 a.m. and give me a good morning call? You don't see me off when I get ready in the morning, do you?
Well, I mean,
See, I'm better.
You gotta give her a virtual coffee.
See,
I will.
That's what you gotta do.
George always sees me off. When I have an important appointment or when I'm going somewhere, even he's willing to get up at 6 a.m. for me to see me off.
You can say I'm the premier coffee here.
I go to sleep until.
I don't get up early unless I have to, Doodles.
But George doesn't have to get up early either, but he's taking the time out of love for me to do it, which makes him the better boyfriend.
I go to sleep until.
Oh, she went there!
Wow.
Man. We interrupt this program with some breaking news exposing the biggest secrets of planet Earth.
7 years of crap. Off and on, 7 years.
But George sees me off when I have important meetings, when I
Maybe.
fly on planes.
Maybe.
He always sees me off. When are you gonna see me off?
Well,
Show?
don't worry. I will be there with bells on at like 7:45 tomorrow, and I'll do my damnedest to either call you or send you a nice little good morning voice text. I never leave you astray, my dearest Angela.
Yeah.
do not
That's
want-
why George calls me on the daily, and you only call when you feel like it, Doodles.
Well, again, I had 7 years of stuff, so I'm
Wow.
Preston gets this stuff because it's like 7 years in, so.
Hi, Denise.
Oh, Denise is here, guys. Hey.
Hey, how you
everybody. Eddie, hi. I hope I sound decent. I just got off call with the technician, and now we're on a wired connection.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds hot.
Cool.
Good job.
So now
I thought you
for
were using wireless.
no, I was before, yes, but the thing is, because I do music with friends, now we can definitely try some of the great services. And I've disconnected from Wi-Fi here for now, anyway.
You mean Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi. No.
No.
Just
No. You meant Wi-Fi. Oh, okay.
no. They've corrupted all lingo bad. No. Actually, Eddie, were you here for the montage? Was that played today, guys?
Yeah, that was played today, and I got to hear the whole thing. It was dope.
Can you believe my absolute favorite part at the end? That was my absolute favorite part.
Oh, mine too.
I can't believe Danny did that.
I was
God
laughing
bless
all the way
him.
to the bank.
I actually pointed that out to him. I'm like, oh my god, he actually fit Denise's lingo.
Actually, well, it's now been corrupted. I can't believe he actually said God bless and later.
It's like later, and then fade to black.
Good. Oh my gosh. That was so
I should have
good.
been here. I wanted to, but
I
mean,
left
at least.
all the way to the bank on that
Well,
one.
don't worry, Denise. This goes for you and everybody else out there. If you, it has been uploaded as a bonus.
Yay!
So you'll be able to play it back anytime you desire, and it's gonna be on YouTube as a premiere. So you can share it around, and who knows? I'm sure over the next 365 days or 10 years or 20, we'll get more exposure. You never know.
Right, of course.
Yeah, you gotta keep
So,
working.
shameless plug. I do want to say I've been working on this goal for quite some time, and I finally did it. My music has officially reached my hometown of Puerto Rico.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
That is huge.
Puerto Rico!
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. So hopefully I sound much better than the wireless connection at the computer.
When we do get
Good.
off,
What's up with the extension of the S? Are you a snake?
No, I'm just being random. Oh, I have cool news too. Turns out, guys, I have cool news. Denny is here, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
here.
yeah, Danny's here.
I just want to make sure he hears this too. Guys, remember that one song that you've occasionally heard?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Moving
yeah.
on?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I remember that one.
Well, guess what? It has now been officially mastered.
Nice. All right. That's great.
So, I'm gonna pay the gentleman that assisted with that. It's 2/3. So it's 2/3 of payment to get me the mix, basically. So that's awesome. That's gonna be awesome. So I can definitely afford that when I get paid. And I mean, it's been cool. We've been having a nice chat. And as far as anything else to do with my week, well, in short, today we had a meeting with those of us that were chosen from that company I've mentioned before of IC Music. I don't sound too loud, right? Do I sound okay? Not
You
too
sound good.
close.
You sound
Okay,
good.
great.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
So basically, we were chosen with the company of IC Music, learners and certain instructors to basically, they're trying to raise money toward a high school camp for high schoolers for the summer to learn about audio technology. And so, in order to do that, though, there was a full grant that was provided to basically fund to make a CD of an album really for different people to do. So apparently I was chosen as one of the people to partake in it. So of course I'm gonna throw in some jazz.
That's awesome.
And so
that's gonna be cool.
We're gonna get paid for that, and so yeah. So
All right.
looks like I have to submit it by October. So I'm excited about that. So I mean that's not one that this new friend is gonna get into because it has to be mixed by people with them that already do, whether it's a learner that's mixing or a instructor that's assisting in mixing. So
those who are pursuing that, like their particular profession, but
that are part of that company, that are part of that company of IC Music. So when I get more details, just know though that album I'm sure is gonna be released. Looks like the schedule is for January, so it comes fast. As for me, I have a lot to do, so yeah.
Well, the best advice we can give you is don't stress too much about it, because it's safe to say, knowing your work and what you've done so far, this is gonna top it, I think. And you're gonna be like heard more and more places and more exposure. So,
yep,
that's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point. So I'm certainly glad about that. And I'm using regular English to not, because it's pretty serious. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much the news on my end. And then I'm still learning this classical piece. So once I get it, I'll definitely make it a point to play for you guys one of these Saturdays. Or I'll at least submit a recording. I might submit a different kind of recording because it's supposed to be for piano only. But I have a friend, same friend, Matt Whitaker, who strongly suggested why not use a cello for the melody line and see what it sounds like.
That would be interesting. Cellos are really good.
We'll see. We'll see. When I learn the melody and I get good at it, we'll see. But for now, for those of you that are in the fun group, no jam this month. Because the incentive is that he wanted to just take like half the class to do jamming, and I hate that thought. Because I get in the flow, takes me a minute to get in the flow, and once I get in the flow, I don't want to stop.
I know how you feel because I'm the same way.
Once the train starts, it's hard to stop it.
There ain't no stopping it.
Stop it at this point.
Exactly.
Point.
Yeah. Point.
Oh no.
July.
Anyway, for me, as far as music goes, I'll actually be seeing how things go with me and Denise's song for Friday night, and it'll be pretty much like done by the same person that she met. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing how things will turn out with that, and it's actually going to be for the album version, which will be on my project. And so
you're getting you're getting what, about 7-8 songs mixed by him, by this particular gentleman, I believe. Denny?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
So half the album you would have mixed, half the album he would have mixed. So that's good. That's really good. I'm very happy, certainly for you too.
Yeah, me too.
Another thing that I wanted to kind of share, since we're in the music subject, I've given this a long thought about this, and I really like the idea. Danny reached out to me recently, and I decided that I want to go through with it. Me and Danny, what I'm considering doing is I want to copyright International, which is the single that me and Danny did together, which is a Spanish/English song that we did together.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, that's the next move after this.
Yes, definitely give it a go, because since your music has crossed over to your native homeland,
that is
more
awesome.
Noticeable, so.
That's a good way to celebrate.
That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
And the song is too good to just let it sit around for too long, so I kind of want to
Exactly.
copyright it.
Indeed.
That's a great song.
But believe it or not, a lot went into that song. We obviously the lyrics and stuff like that, but also a few things that involve other countries, different languages.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's about 7 languages that we did use.
Whoa.
And plus, in a bit of a chant. And for those who might have actually heard it, there's a part that goes like hu ha kuyabeshi hu ha, yeah, and so kuyabeshi actually is praise him in Africa.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
You know what I was thinking is if you're down, I've been considering re-recording my parts and stuff and kind of mix and master it on Logic and all. Just to kind of give it a bit of a fresh, more caliente vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Why not? Oh, sorry, it is getting loud here.
Somebody's mowing.
No, I think I'm not sure what that is, honestly. Is this a random section or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
We've been pretty random. Actually, just before you joined in, I was giving Preston a hard time because George is going to see me off for my flight to Cincinnati tomorrow. And he's even going to wake up at 6 his time for me to make sure that I get up. And Preston's not going to do that. So I was teasing Preston saying that George is better.
Oh, I see.
But
I know.
Don't worry. I know she was kidding, but I'm still gonna wish her good wishes on her trip. I did not say good riddance. I said good wishes, just for clarification.
Oh, good riddance! Wow, gee.
He said good wishes.
I never said good wishes.
He said wishes.
I know what he said.
I can't wait to see what it actually sounds like with this I'm very curious. I bet it probably sounds like my friend who has that. I wish I could text him.
So what are you are you on, like, your ear candies, Denise, or what are you actually on that sounds so good?
Yeah, what? I'm confuzzled. What do you mean?
What technology
what
are you
mic
using?
are you on your...
What mic? Because I thought you were using, like, your ear candy or, like, your
those are the Bose frames that she has, right?
Oh, the frames.
I have the skull candy. You're getting it mixed up, love.
No, I have, I'm on my Mac. So, but I think what happened is I turned on the 48H, or whatever that thing is, because I didn't turn it off from the last time that Denny and I did a jam. And I didn't turn off that thing, but I'm still at my computer. But it's just wired, not wireless. So it's still the same Shure beta mic. Everything's the same. It's just,
I think it's probably you're saying 48 volts of phantom power.
No, it's whatever that button's called. There's some coloration type thing for microphones.
When Preston said ear candies, I think what he meant to say was skull candy.
Candies.
He got mixed up because
What's an ear candy? Is that a candy in the shape of an ear?
I
think ear candy is a very sweet song. That might be what it should be.
Well, last week he was on the phone with me.
Last week I called her and I got to participate in a quote unquote, and get ready for the technical language, unboxing.
Yeah,
I know. I know what's on unboxing.
Unboxing the skull candy. I needed a new pair of headphones in a serious way because mine were falling apart. So
oh dear.
I bought skull candies last week, and that's why I think Preston got mixed up there because the skull candies are mine.
No, I have studio headphones. I keep forgetting also that a friend of mine wanted to know what headphones I'm using, but they're just good old JBL's studio headphones. So
I'm using the Sonic soundproof studio headphones. That's what
well,
I've been using.
we're not supposed to technically be mixing with things like that because you get false readouts, false info. Mostly with noise canceling anything.
I'm using the Yeti to record my voice, but I have the skull candies.
I got a blue Yeti too.
Yeah.
You have a blue Yeti, Eddie?
Yes.
It rhymes.
It rhymes.
Yeah, wow.
Blue Yeti Yeti. Yeah, I like it.
It's alliteration, people.
I love my Yeti. So yeah, the
Best
skull
investment ever.
candies. Skull candy headphones. I'm using them with the auxiliary cable connected to my Mac, and then I'm recording with the Yeti.
Yeah. For me, I actually have a set of studio headphones. They're both my headphones and my microphone are Audio Technica. I forgot the actual model of my headphones, but
Yes.
for the microphone, I actually have the AT4050.
Nice.
Wow.
It is what 1:33.
Yes,
Apparently.
We got about a half
moly.
an hour left, roughly.
Man, I can't believe,
I went that fast.
You know what? May I share a little snip? I can't talk.
Yes, you can.
She's She's gonna start saying blah blah blah.
That's Eddie. Eddie's the one that says blah blah blah.
You just said it now.
Yeah, that's true. Eddie, that's it. I told Denny this. I'm gonna tell you now. We need to make up a blah 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 song then.
I don't mind.
Boy,
I'm just
I
kidding.
don't mind.
I'm paying to hear that.
Yikes.
I'm kidding.
Blah blah blah. Blah
No.
blah blah.
You know
blah,
what?
Blah 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 blah.
Here's what I want to know. I actually had this funny thought. For real. I had a funny thought. What if there was a song for people that are and I'm not making fun of anybody, okay? But it's silly sometimes the things that happen to us as folks that are blind or visually impaired. But we should have a song. We call it the Blind Ow song or something where everybody.
Blind out?
Yeah. Ow. Ow.
The blind ouch.
And then being under the ouch.
Yeah,
I figured that much. I wouldn't mind doing that either.
That would be funny. Count me in.
It'd be silly because it would be a bunch of people that say "ow" at different points, and it'd be like this techno beat or something. I don't know. That's just me being silly.
That'd be funny, like something like almost like a Skrillex type of track, like ow.
No, but it's just techno. It's the 4 floor on the beat type thing, you know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But
that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
But
especially if it's under the ouch. You're gonna be under the ouch and the laughter, under the ouch physically, under the ouch mentally. It's gonna be ouchies all around.
Well,
ouch.
How's your ouch?
What, George?
Yeah, technically.
What?
She was doing something one day. I'm like, it has my ouch. I'm like, oh, how's your ouch?
Wait, what did he say? Someone?
No, we were on the phone. George and I were on the phone the other day.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
And I think, I don't remember which one, but I think I meant to say how much do you love me, and it's how much do you ow.
Yeah, that was it. How much you ow? So I'm like, okay.
Ouch.
Because what happened was my hip. I think it was my hip popped weird or something.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And so
how much do you ow? I'm like, oh no. How much do you ow?
yeah, because it really like it. When my hip pops, all of a sudden, sometimes it hurts.
Of course it would.
And so it went. I'm like, ow.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He didn't hear the pop because obviously he was on the phone. But I'm like,
guys, don't worry. I'm almost 30 and I cracked too, so don't feel bad.
and I'm like, ow. Or I sat wrong. No, I sat wrong in the chair. That's what happened that time. I sat wrong in the chair.
Yeah, that's the worst. And especially like when a body pod
Whoops.
Oh, excuse me. When a body part falls asleep and you have a hard time like waking that certain
like
part
my
up.
Pinkies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the worst.
My pinkies are notorious for falling asleep.
Mine and my foot are like the combination. So.
Both pinkies, they fall asleep. I don't know why. They're notorious.
At least it's not the whole foot. Because I'll be honest, I can't even begin to mention how many times sometimes I'm working in a song and I would spend like hours and hours on end just sitting around, and then when I get up, one of my foot is asleep and I'm like,
yeah, mine does that too.
Walk.
Yeah.
Ow. It's like every time I walk, I'm just like, ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, I've done that too.
I would
ouch.
definitely, I would definitely, if I were mixing right now, I would have made a beat and mixed it.
When my foot does that, I feel like I'm walking on a ton of bricks.
It just feels like needles. But yeah, actually both have happened. One where I sat wrong in the chair, and then the other time I was talking to him, and my hip went. I'm like, ow. My elbow's done it.
The back. Like sometimes when I'm leaning back, all of a sudden I hear this loud pop, and I'm like, oh, I'm only 25 and I'm already cracking up.
My joints pop, hips, ankles, knees, elbows.
That's crazy.
But usually joint popping is enjoyable. Not when my hips do it. When my hips do it, it is not enjoyable. Or elbows.
It happens to the best of us. That's why we're human.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised on a taping if I go out to, check the mail, or if I go take a walk around the block and you hear things cracking.
Instead of you got mail, you got ouch.
There you go.
Or ouch.
How much do you ow? Matter of fact. Oh no.
How much do you ow?
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't work.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell. I was trying to ask him a question, and my hip just went.
Am I here? Wait, am I muted? No, unmuted at this point.
You're good. We hear you.
You're good.
Okay, good. Denny, not like the Audible service, right? Just kidding.
That little squeal.
There's a funny. No. It's just hilarious. Yesterday I was trying to figure out if I was okay with the microphone before we did our jam. And Denny says, "Oh, this is not sponsored, but yes, you're like Audible service or the Audible streaming service or something like that." No. I have it recorded.
I said it's not sponsored, but yes, you are an audiobook streaming service.
Yeah, that's it. That was exactly what was said. But I just want to show you guys a little something. Let me get this together real fast. It's just a sample. Now, if you guys think this is great, Angela, I thought about you too. With this, this is just a little something. But let me just mute on this end and get it together really fast. That way you don't have to hear the stuff out there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna mute myself. I'm actually multitasking here. And so,
No worries.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
It's okay. I'm not judging. I'm just grabbing a snack. It's not like.
In fact, well, grab a bit of a snack as well. I'm actually getting kind of hungry. Thank God that I have a mini fridge.
Yeah, good idea. And by the way,
I just grabbed me my
I
sweet
got my
awakening
deep
cup of coffee. That's all I did.
Oh, nice.
With some vanilla caramel creamy creamer.
That's it. So, okay, I wanted to show you guys a great part of this song. This isn't the mastered version, but this is just a sample. And if you guys think this is cool, just wait till it's mastered. Well, it's already mastered. Wait till I get my hands on the final copy. But I'm going to share the bridge, which is one of my favorite parts. And I'll be right back.
All right. Looking forward to check this out. Wow, that's different.
That's cool. Yeah, it has the stereo vinyl. I think my favorite one, though, she did was the experimental one. It was like down to C minor, I believe. I mean, they're both good, but my favorite one was the experimental one she did in the
This was pretty
alternate key.
dope.
But yeah, it's really good.
It kind of had a bit of a cinematic vibe in some of the transitions, so it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I actually like how it came in like that.
Yeah, I like that one. That was good.
podcast.
Yeah, I like that one better. The key for that one a little bit better, but I like both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
See,
it's both for me too.
My thing is just that was a complete experiment. I mean, I wasn't intending on having it mixed, or it was just a complete thought. And
I love that one.
I don't remember who said that. Well, I could send it to you directly. I don't care.
I think I have the experiment. You sent it to me.
Oh yeah, you do. That's right. Yeah, you do. Then
Yeah, she has it already.
Keep it. But no, the final mix version, obviously, I'll have to take care of playing that, since so that's that. I just simply wanted to share a little sample of the, mostly just mixed only. It's just not. That's not the mastered, mixed and mastered version.
Very nice.
Mixed
nice.
and mastered version. That's it. Version. Yeah. And
version.
No.
Oh no.
It's supposed to be double.
Version.
Oh no.
It went from 2 to 5. Whoa.
That's Angela. She keeps ruining all the lingo.
It's George's fault. He makes me do it.
I mean, perfect.
Bull honky. You are not an angel.
You're not an angel.
I'm perfect.
No, you're not.
Yeah, anyway, guys, it's almost time
no
for
matter
our
what people
shout-outs.
get into, you're still.
Oh yeah, it's a 45
yeah,
marker.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that time has passed so fast. Wow.
Time flies when you're
I do
having
want to
fun.
say, be on the lookout because international is coming. It's coming. And when it
Nice.
comes, it's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be muy caliente.
Yay!
No,
and
ahorita
most
las dos
importantly,
últimas
we will get a world
Sí.
premiere on Showcase Heaven with my dears Angela. Oh, just kidding.
Sweet Preston, you got it wrong. It's Angela 30 11 11 11.
I know, but I want to throw a good measure on for you. So.
At least he didn't say it 11 times to make it 11.
Angela 30 11
No,
11 11
that's-
11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11.
I like that.
It's just 10.
That
You
is
missed
so-
one.
No,
No,
I
she said
didn't.
11.
I counted them.
I
I counted them with my fingers.
It would be Showcase 7 with Angela 30 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11.
I unplugged my headphone accidentally.
He would actually skip that mark. Oh man, I had no idea.
Skippity
you could do
skip.
that.
Well, 11 is my
Skippity skip.
favorite number. 30 is my second favorite. But
that
the
explains
significance of Angela 3011, the significance of it for those who are wondering, 3011. Well, because I don't like 1130 the way that sounds. Even in American English, they put the month, the day, and the year. So it'd be 11 for November, 30 for the day, 2018 for the year.
Right.
Wait, you were born on November 30th?
No.
She's getting to it.
I was gonna say, I was
She's
born
getting
that
to it.
year.
She's getting to it.
Just let her finish.
So that's how they write it in American English. But I don't like the sound of 1130. You can't rhyme as much with the 1130. You can't do as much with it. So in British format, they write the day, the month, and then the year. So now 1130 switches to 3011, and 3011 of 18 was the date that my name was legally changed to Angela. So the number 3011 after my name signifies that my name was changed to Angela on 3011. I just didn't put 18 because I just left off the 18, but it was changed on 3011.
Nice.
So the 30th of November.
I actually heard somewhere that sort of date format. It's also somewhat used in the military, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah,
and I think some other countries do that.
Adopt
too.
that.
Depends on the country.
So
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of,
yeah. Well,
I just don't like 1130. I don't like the way that sounds,
Yeah.
so I changed it.
Guys, I really haven't done anything today. I need to get it done.
Yes.
I've had my meeting at 8. I waited for these people to come through. We've have our switch. So I need to get to work.
All right, we'll do shout outs. It's getting time
Yeah,
anyway.
you want to do your shout out
Yeah,
first?
it's about to be 4:50 anyway.
So let's do our shout outs. Go ahead, Denise.
Okay, so firstly, definitely shout outs to the whole team. And Eddie, nice to see you. It's been a little bit, even just on Zoomage. Yes, I said Zoomage. I don't care. And just to clarify,
weird is the new normal.
Right, Zoomage is normal. Zoomage is meetings, so on Zoom. So yes. Anyway.
Oh,
yeah. So basically, nice to see you again here. It's been a minute. And for the rest of you, you all were certainly missed in some way, shape, or form. I just had other obligations last week. So, I'll do my best as I can to come around, or I'll always contribute a little something if I can't make it for whatever reason. And it's been great. It's been a lot of fun, and as always, I'm glad to certainly be a contributor as best as possible, and you guys are really cool in your own way. So, and of course, special shout outs to all friends. Gosh, well, you all know who you are, so yeah. Ahorita veo. Sorry, since our thing got switched and our modem was switched as well, we have to reconnect things. So I gotta get to that with the family to reconnect devices. So, yeah. Anyway.
Well, we just want to say, Denise, thank you for all you do for this podcast and the team. You contributed a lot over the past year, and I'm glad. I'm sorry. We're glad that your work is not being done. So.
Well, the one thing I'm certainly very grateful to this whole team, and just just friends in general, especially well, certainly Denny, throughout these last few months, since he's had to watch lots of things, which we won't get into, but
right.
I'm very grateful, to all of you. Just the fact that I'm validated is more than enough. And
oh yes,
I'm very grateful for that. I mean, and even if any of you don't really care for jazz, just the fact that, that you like whatever it is, to some degree, that's cool. That's cool. So
yeah.
I'm certainly grateful. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna boot out of here. But it was great to at least come. It was great to at least come through. And to some of you, we'll stay in touch.
Definitely.
Indeed.
Eddie, since you're going to do the same, you want to give your shout-outs next, since you're heading out?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I do definitely, just like Denise, I would like to give a shout-out to you guys, because for a whole year, you guys have been able to provide me with this amazing platform to showcase my music and be able to provide, such an unbelievable, network. And it is because of you guys that I'm proud to say I've been able to reach out to places like Puerto Rico, not just simply in the fact that I got to physically be there for 10 days and give away some of my music to my family and friends, but the fact that some of my friends and family have also tuned in. I share a lot of the episodes that I get the opportunity and the blessing to be a part of, and I get to showcase those episodes to my family over there in PR. So yes, you guys are being listened all over Isabela, Puerto Rico. And I do want to thank you guys for this entire opportunity to be here, to showcase my music, and of course being able to share some light, no pun intended, into what my music is all about and some of the songs. And, do be on the lookout, because there's more stuff coming. This is just but the tip of the iceberg, just the scratch in the surface, because just like Danny says, we can only go upward from here, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah, I hope you come back to
indeed.
Showcase
Well
Heaven
said.
this upcoming Saturday because
Yeah,
we're
we'd
gonna
love to
continue
see
the
you.
party.
I'll send
do
you
my
a message,
best.
Eddie. I think. Do you have iMessage, Eddie? Or you...
I do have iMessage, and so if you have my contact, then you should be able to reach me out over there.
Okay, yeah, I'll send you an iMessage. Yeah, I have an iPhone now. But yeah, we'd love to have you come Saturday if you can.
I'll do my best. If my schedule isn't too busy, I'll definitely try to meet you guys over there.
Okay.
Yeah, well, definitely. I'll send you the link if possible because I usually send
Absolutely.
it out as
If
well.
if Angela doesn't reach me first, because she already called dibs and sending me an iMessage, but
Well, either one of us can. It's not really...
But it's all good because you two are my besties, so whichever one gets a hold of me first, it's okay with me. So I'll see you guys later.
Safe.
Oh, wow. Well, guys, we have had such a great time.
Why do they have to make that ending? Why?
But seriously, we had such a great time. I know, again, we do want to give some honorable mentions real quick. Nairi, you were the first person to appear on the podcast, so I hope you can, if your work's not too busy, we would love to have you come back, even on Showcase Heaven, to perform for us. Annie Davis, I know I have mentioned you in the previous episode. I'm sorry you missed the last one, but I guarantee that this Saturday I will put you on the roster and I will let you come on and share a recording with us. And she absolutely kills it on singing with her brass band. It's a cover band that she's a part of, by the way. So if you guys want to listen to that, I'll be certain that she would be on the roster with us. And definitely, I'll send her a link out ASAP for this Saturday, so she could absolutely join us. Because she missed the last one, and she emailed me and she said, "Dang, I missed the last one." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry, you've been very busy." But like, okay, send me the link again for this weekend. I'm like, okay. But anyway, I want to give her a shout out. Honorable mention. And of course, this podcast could have not been helped without all my team members. The team members that have been with us from the very beginning. Preston, Denny, George, Haley, Angela. All you guys have made this podcast a huge success, and there's a lot more coming. Don't forget, far ways from now, but on July 14th, again, July 14th, we're going to have an interview with both team members, Angela and Haley, to talk about the virtual sides of the ACB convention.
Yes, we
be
will,
discussing
and
that.
we should get to the rest of our shout-outs.
And also for August 4th, I'm going to do my side.
Oh, yeah, Preston.
Yes. More details to follow soon, but we'll get to our shout-outs right now. I just wanted to shout out everybody, my family, my friends, all the supporters, and everybody. All right, let's continue on. Angela, since you spoke, I want you to go ahead and do your
Okay.
shout-outs.
Thanks, JC. Shout out to the...
I didn't even give mine.
Shout out to the best boyfriend I could ever ask for, George, who is taking the time to, out of his busy schedule, even though he could have a seizure on my behalf, to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning to see me off. You're the best boyfriend ever, and I couldn't ask for a better man to date. And Preston, you're a pain in the butt because you won't see me off the way George does, so ha. We all know who the better boyfriend is. No, I'm kidding. All kidding aside, George and Preston, you both are equal, and George, you seriously don't have to wake up that early, but I really appreciate that you want to do that. I'd like to give a shout out to the whole Visioncast team. I cannot believe it's been a year, and what an incredible year it has been. And we've had our ups and downs, we've had our kerfluffles, we've had our little fights and disagreements, but we've made it through stronger as ever as a team. I'd like to shout out my friend Leona. We decided to go back to being friends. I'm not going to get into it, but really good friends. Best of friends. Hope she's doing well. And I'd like to give a shout out to all the listeners, because without you guys, we wouldn't really be here. So Thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, Showcase Heaven with Angela 3011. This episode today is the final episode for a while that will be broadcasted and recorded in Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to be recording in Cincy, so we'll be in Ohio, and I'm going to try to get it to go broadcast live somehow. But be there, be square, 9 to 11, Saturday night Eastern. Be there or be square.
I will definitely be there for that, and I will
Indeed.
send the link out.
Me
as
too. I
soon
got
as
my
possible.
performance already booked out. The drivers have been set, and yep. As long as no other plans,
we're gonna definitely be doing
by
that.
my schedule, I'll be there Saturday.
Yep. All right. So, still moving on, Haley.
Well, first I would like to shout out my pain in the butt girlfriend Angela, who forgot to shout me out.
I knew that.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, JC, well, that's not my fault, Haley, because JC unmuted, so I thought that was I had to shut up.
No, that's your fault.
Actually, no, shout out to my dear. If Haley gives, I'll fix it, but only if you fix it. Okay, shout out to my dearest girlfriend Haley, who's a pain in the butt, and really, I don't know that I want to continue living around her anymore. No, I'm kidding. Shout out to my dearest Haley. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention in my shout outs, when I say Preston, I love you this time, it's intentional. Okay, go ahead, Haley.
But yeah, in all seriousness, I love my dearest Angela, my most dearest girlfriend. I want to give a shout out to the entire team, and yeah, it's definitely fun being on this podcast. It definitely breaks up the kind of monotonous days I sometimes have with the kind of work I do, where I end up bashing my head against the wall.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it can happen to the best of us, but that's why, we all deserve an escape.
Yep.
So thank you for your contribution. Denny, would you like to go next? We know you've been hanging. I can wait.
Denny, go ahead, and then we'll patch off to Preston, and then I'll go ahead one last time, and we'll wrap up.
Me also.
Yeah. Shout out to the entire Visioncast team. You guys are awesome, and to everyone from the team, to the supporters, to the listeners, subscribers. Thank you and happy anniversary. We couldn't have made it this far without you. And I had a lot of fun doing the montage, and we it's quite obvious that we've that over this past year we've worked together as a team, and believe it or not, during the team meeting for last week, I requested that Angela would assist me with editing the RCL episode for this week, and that was mainly so I could actually push harder at getting that montage up and ready for you guys to actually hear and enjoy. I mean, like I said, we've definitely had our those ups and downs, but in the end, we still managed to work together as a team, and also in a way in ever extending family as well, and so yeah. Thank you guys for everything that you do. Shout out to my friends, my family, those who actually listen and support everything I do, all of my endeavors and everything. And yeah, it's like I said at the end of the montage. There's nowhere to go but forward from here. So yeah,
it's amazing. All right, George, did you go ahead or?
No, I didn't go yet.
No, he hasn't gone yet. It's his turn.
Okay, I'm just checking. Go ahead, George.
I will say this. Many years ago, me and I was at our class, and Angela surprised me with a surprise to be an idea person on your first show. Going forward, we've only gotten stronger. Be it this show, Behind the Mic, when it was Behind the Mic, now Showcase 11.
Showcase 11?
What?
Sorry.
Skip a little bit.
Showcase Heaven with Angela 3011. Get it right, Doodles.
Been on the
this
show and
Showcase
didn't actually
7
get that right.
11 the duels. No, whatever show it's been, it's only gotten stronger and better. And I can't wait to see what next year brings, and then years after that, and many more years after that. Because this team is solid, and what team doesn't have arguments? I mean, that's part of growing. And I'm so proud of the team in general. And Angela, I love you more you know. And mwah. And shout out to everyone around the listeners. Remember,
to pretty much like strengthen George's point of growing as a team, like having to face many trials and tribulations. There's a song by a contemporary Christian artist that I listen to called Jeremy Camp, and in the chorus he says, "How's a garden ever supposed to grow if there isn't any rain?"
Right. Again, if you're a minimalist, tell a friend and tell another friend. Make sure you keep telling as many people as possible about this and adding people to the list because we grow through the listeners. And thank you for listening to our shows, our randomness, and God bless to you all and be safe. And Angela, I love you. Mwah.
Aw, that's nice. All right, Preston, and then I will go and we'll wrap this up.
All right, thank you very much, man. And I have a lot of things to say. So on that note, I do want to say shout out goes to everybody in my circle who has found this podcast or our network useful and helpful. Shout out goes to, me getting the news to you all each week. Shout out goes to Cody for helping me and us with the news. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, I did add him to our Facebook yesterday so that way he could contribute to the post because me, Angela are the only admins on the page, but now he's also an admin. So that way we're not really alone doing this. Shout out goes to everybody who listens to us on your favorite podcast platform. According to my Anchor profile, we have an estimated audience of 17 and total total plays of 3,872.
Wow, nice.
I know, it's impressive. Let's see. Shout out goes to all the team members and especially me and JC for making this podcast come to fruition. And I just can't believe how much we built and accomplished over the past year. But like we said before, we are one big happy family and it's not going to go away. So look out for more fun and more great content. As always, just because we're not leaving doesn't mean you can't interact with us, because you can. Our Facebook is Visioncast with JC and Sign Friends for the latest show updates, news articles. We'll even go live from time to time to maybe show you some of our technology or what have you. Our YouTube is also Visioncast with JC and Sign Friends. Denny did a good job with editing videos and creating playlists for you all to enjoy from our different topics and things we do around here. And like George said, we also encourage you all, if you want to go the old-fashioned way or the old school route of communicating, but it's still valid today, it's called email. And our email is simply vision-cast@groups.io. If you want to leave us any suggestions, comments, feedback, show ideas, whatever, we will take them. And if you have any criticisms, we will take that too, because the only way we're going to grow besides us expanding and us building is you all behind the scenes. And as always, to subscribe to the email list is super easy and painless. You can send an email to vision-cast+subscribe@groups.io. Make sure you confirm the email link in your confirmation email, and then you'll be added in. So I'm just overjoyed, and I'm very blessed to be a part of something extraordinary. And I'm looking forward to see where we go from here. So thank you all, and happy anniversary, and let's go build Visioncast.
Oh, gee, nothing for me, Preston? Gee, I see.
I almost forgot.
Oh.
I
See, this is why we know George is the better boyfriend. George is the better boyfriend.
You didn't shut out Haley, so payback.
I guess you're having a grudge. Oh no.
Yeah, you forgot me, so that's payback.
I fixed it though. I fixed it though.
Getting to that. Oh, and most importantly, before all the team, first shout out goes to my dearest girlfriend, Angela. Like I said, you've been through hell and high water over the past 34 years and 7 years that I've known you, but I'm very glad to be in your corner. I pinky promise I will ring you tomorrow morning before you leave, and I hope you have a good time in Cincy. Just remember, just get used to the severe weather, maybe tornadoes down that way, and sunshine and snow if it happens, but you all will be in good hands. So thank you for all you do. Very happy now, my sweet Angela?
they're happy.
Yes, but George is still the better boyfriend because he's getting up earlier. Oh. No, I'm
Anyway.
kidding. I'm kidding. We should let JC wrap this up.
Yeah, Neil, sorry, 10 after.
Yeah. Well, guys, this, like I said before, this has been a tremendous episode, and to think that we have celebrated 1 year since this podcast came to full force. I mean, this is incredible. Again, shout out to my family, friends, supporters, honorable mentions. Shout out to Anthony Corona, who made it to listen to us and to check us out. Sorry you couldn't make it for the whole episode. I know you got some calls and some plans for ACB in the works right now, but we do want to give you an honorable shout out, brother. We do love you. Hope you come back and check us out more often. Make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications and stuff like that. Shout out to Susan McPherson. Susan, we love you. We appreciate you and hope you can come back as well. Shout out to Nairi, Rotel, Ron Miller, Eric Damery, Peter Tusick, JJ Meta, Barry Scheuer, dang it, I messed up.
You got it right. You had it, Barry Scheuer.
I did? Scheuer, yeah.
You had it correct for a change.
For once, yes. Barry Scheuer, everybody, the whole 9 yards, everybody, you all have done such a fabulous job in making this podcast what it is. And as I say throughout the end of every single episode, let's remember to keep technology alive. And that is one thing that we always say at the end of each episode. And as Preston and Denny have stated, we're not going anywhere. We're still right here. We're going to be delivering content, breaking tech stories as it happens, and interviews and all that. A lot more is coming. And also, I do want to give an honorable shout out to the ACB community. Michael Moran, Cindy Hollis, Mika White, those that will be involved at the in-person ACB convention in Omaha. Safe travels to you all. Hope you have a blast down there. I'm sure gonna miss it, but we will highlight that virtually on July 14th and in person with Tom Kaufman, aka Tomcat. Once we get that interview date confirmed, we will let you guys know. But other than that, we are done. Thank you so much to everybody. This has been a great party. Remember, don't forget this Saturday, Showcase Heaven, hosted by Angela, aka Angela 3011, in Eastern Time. Whoop whoop! In the beautiful state of Cincinnati or Cincy.
The beautiful city.
Beautiful city. Yeah. Beautiful city of Cincinnati.
Or if you're gonna do the state, it'd be Ohio.
Yeah, in the great state of Ohio. Make sure you tune in 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there, be square. We love you all. We can't thank you all enough for your continued support for this podcast. And that is it for now, and we will see you when we see you. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Later.
Later. Love y'all.
God bless. And later.